We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Here in the heartland, at the heart of everything cool, Greater Des Moines is more than its features. It's a feeling. A feeling of discovery and wonder everywhere you turn. Catch what you've been missing. Des Moines, the S's are silent, are singing.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
It's Fairway Family Food.
Name one reason more people choose to shop at Fairway.
Lower prices.
Name something that Fairway is famous for.
The best meat in town.
Services!
Don't play games with your food. Shop Fairway for the best meat in town.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Until next time, this is Fairway Family Food.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics, because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Shop with Casey's Rewards for a chance to win free pizza, gas, and getaways all summer long.
We won the Casey's Sweepstakes, the Summer of Freedom Sweepstakes.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community,
like family, like home. SWIC is a place for you.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present the state softball tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on an outstanding softball season. And remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Good afternoon and welcome to Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex in Fort Dodge, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Andy Pollack, and in just a minute we'll have the matchup between the Wilton Beavers and the Logan-Magnolia Panthers in Class 2A right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company. Like I said, we move to 2A softball here on just a warm day here in Fort Dodge, Northwest Iowa. Andy Pollock and Jenny Lichty on the call here. And Jenny, we've got the 3 versus 6 matchup. Logan-Magnolia, the lone unbeaten team remaining, not only in Class 2A, but I believe in the entire tournament right now, as the Panthers come in to take on a Wilton Beavers squad that comes in. They were returned. They were in the tournament last year, so a little bit of experience in what they've got going on, but a couple teams that just have a pretty good history of some winning softball.
Definitely, and I love these lower classes from the standpoint of these two teams probably have never seen each other, except here at the state tournament, if even that. So you got 2 different sides of the state, bringing probably a couple different kinds of softball into this game.
As always, once you get to this stage of the year, you talk about the pitchers for sure, and there's none better than Abby Hyatt for Logan-Magnolia as you look at her stat line.
Yeah, she's definitely their dominant one, and especially here at the state tournament. Can you run with one pitcher for the entire state tournament, or do you have to have that relief or strong relief to come in, maybe spare your number one, knowing that you might be here for another 3 games?
Well, and as you look at things here today, I would guess both teams will keep their starters in the entire time. As we take a look at the road to state, first of all, for the lower seed, Wilton Beavers are 26-6. They beat Cascade. Their batting average, as you can see, is quite high. They're in Class 2A, and they've got a lot of home runs and a lot of hits. A very offensively minded team led by Peyton Serrata. And Peyton is batting .474 on the year with 8 home runs and 41 runs batted in. Charlotte Brown, their pitcher, 25-6. As you can see, she's done a great job in the circle. Logan-Magnolia, like I mentioned, a lone undefeated team remaining in the tournament. They beat West Monona to get into this state tournament. Their team earned run average is 1.06, and you can bet that if you hold a team to 1.06 runs, first of all, they'll write a lot of stories about it if you hold them to 1.06, but just outstanding team earned run average. McKenna Guritz batting .412 with 5 dingers on the year, and Abby Hyatt, like we mentioned, a 1.11 ERA with 223 strikeouts, so may see a lot of strikeouts between these two teams here today. It is time for our starting lineups. And in a moment, you will hear our public address announcer as they introduce the Panthers, who are all decked out in their gold and purple jerseys, and the Wilton Beavers over on the first baseline in their royal blue with gold numbers. And in just a moment, as the coaches from each team have their home plate discussion, talk a little bit about the ground rules. Wilton out there, head coach is Courtney Denkman, and for Logan-Magnolia, Rick McHugh in his 15th season here third at Logan-Magnolia, 15 years overall. It is time for our starting lineups here in today's game. First, the starters, or the non-starters and assistant coaches. I believe they will announce them for Wilton here as we get started first. I believe, anyway. Sometimes they throw me for a loop. They don't give us a time clock that lets us know exactly when things will be announced.
Well, it kind of seems like they're a little confused on their order over here.
Not sure they got the teams in the correct dugouts, to be honest with you. I thought the lower seed usually went over here, but I could be wrong.
I think they've been doing lower seeds on first base.
Is that right? Okay.
I could be.
And it's time. Time for our starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rogers Sports Complex in this Class 2A quarterfinal game between the Wilton Beavers and the Logan-Magnolia Panthers. assistant coaches, Blair Coolman and Megan Giles. Now let's move to starting lineup for the Panthers. Leading off, center fielder number 11, Amelia Evans. Batting second, shortstop number 1, Erica Wright. Batting third, second baseman number 3, Samantha Yoder. Batting fourth, first baseman number 12, Hannah Durrett. Batting fifth, third baseman number 4, Marky Bertelson. Batting sixth, the catcher number 15, Katie Rossell. Batting seventh, the pitcher number 10, Abby Hyatt. Batting eighth, the DT number 26, Brooke Johnson. Batting ninth, the right fielder number 16, Braylon Hornback. And the flex player this afternoon, the left fielder number 14, Kara Cole. The head coach for the Panthers is Rick McHugh. Gentlemen, please direct your attention to the area in front of home plate. The introductions of our umpires for today's game as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. At first base, Steve Hebert. At third base, Randy Morris. Calling call for strike.
Thank you and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state tournament
So we're here on Iowa Central Community College field where Jenny Lichty tells me it is hotter and windier than it is over on Kruger Seeds Field here today on a toasty one up in Fort Dodge. The wind is blowing out to right center field. They say it could gust as high as 30 miles an hour this afternoon, which that could certainly come into play. You get one of those balls up into the air, probably won't play as much or as many tricks with the outfielders, just the way it's naturally blowing out, but certainly something to keep in mind.
Yeah, definitely. So I had that 11 o'clock game on the other field, and some of those balls that found air, I was surprised they didn't move as much as what I expected.
We saw one home run in our first matchup here today between my mind is a blank. I've been watching too much softball, but home run was hit by Sioux Center, straightaway center, just an absolute bomb. And that didn't really need any wind behind it to make that work. So Logan-Magnolia is the home team. They're the 3 seed in this tournament. Charlotte Brown, their pitcher, 25-0 on the year with a 1.11 earned run average. Around the infield, Jessica Clark at third base, Taylor Dreyfall at short, Kaylee Koss at, I'm talking about Wilton right now. Excuse me, I got to get back to Logan-Magnolia. Abby Hyatt is 25-0. Marky Bertelson is the third baseman. Erica Reif at short. Samantha Yoder at second. McKenna Guritz is the first baseman. Katie Troxel is the catcher. And then along the outfield, Kara Ohl out in left field. Amelia Evans in center, and Graylin Hornbeck out in right. Taylor Dreyfall will lead things off for Wilton, the shortstop. Steps up. And a lot of really, really good-looking batting averages for Wilton. Dreyfall, one of them, batting .422 coming into this game, the junior. As we await the first pitch from Hyatt. Fastball, and that's ripped a single right out there into left field. And actually, Dreyfall going to round it hard and heads back to first base. First pitch, first single for Wilton Beavers.
That's one of those hits that it's a good start, right? Your first batter gets up, strikes the first strike, or hits first pitch, gets on base.
And able to just line that one out into left field. Kinsey Drake up next. Lays down the bunt, picked up there by Hyatt, throws over to Guritz, and they say she is out. Ball got dropped on the transfer. They say it was on time, and rounding second, heading to third is Taylor Dreyfall. So Kinsey Drake with the ball flying all over the place. They said on the transfer she was out at first.
She still did her job as a sacrifice, got that runner over to third.
So 2 pitches and 2 contacts here as Abby Hyatt stares home. First pitch up and inside for ball 1. Home plate umpire Jody Walenga. We've seen her here at the state tournament many times, along with Steve Ebert at first and Randy Morris over at third. 1-0 the count right now to Serrata. Serrata fouls that one off into left field. Peyton Serrata, another really good batter for Wilton. Batting .473 on the year, the right fielder. 7 home runs for Peyton Serrata. The 1-1 pitch. It's Abby Hyatt, that swinging arm stance. Pitch fouled back. Yes, Katie Troxel tries to catch it off the netting. Something that you see a lot more coaches emphasizing right now. Just picks up the tempo a little bit, a little more hustle. And now 1-2 the count from Abby Hyatt to Peyton Serrata. Outside corner, gets a nibble for strike 3. Peyton Serrata goes down looking in the first strikeout of the day for Abby Hyatt. Adds to her total of, we say, 223 strikeouts heading in to the state tournament. Make it 224. Now this brings up Charlotte Brown, the pitcher. Brown can swing the stick as well. She's batting .447. Just some sparkling batting averages here for the Beavers. Runner on third's Taylor Dreyful. She had the leadoff single. The ball over to Bertison. Throws it over to the infield to McKenna Guritz. And no runs off one hit. One left on base for Wilton as we'll head to the bottom of the first right after this. This is the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Softball Tournament.
We are so much more
Than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors. And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Hey, Fan Central College has you covered with career building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. So a leadoff single for Wilton, not able to go anywhere. And we head to the bottom of the second with Logan-Magnolia leading things off with Amelia Evans, followed by Erica Reif and Samantha Yoder. Charlotte Brown in the circle for Wilton. Brown comes into this game. She is 24-6 on the year in 31 appearances. She also has a save around the infield. Jessica Clark at third, Taylor Dreyful at short, Kaylee Koss at second, and Madeline Wade at first. And I will get to the outfield here in just a second. Amelia Evans, the center fielder, leading things off for Loma. Amelia Evans batting .412 on the season. First pitch, right down Broadway, first strike one. Again, the wind is blowing pretty stiff. Sustained 15 to 20 throughout the course of the day. Supposed to get up to about 95 degrees here, so we'll welcome that little bit of a breeze. That pitch comes in, swing and a miss, strike two to Evans. See what Brown likes to come to for a punch-out pitch here. A couple fastballs so far. Comes with a high fastball there outside and a little bit high. Makes it ball one. A tall catcher here with Haley Madlock. When she stands up, makes it tough or from our vantage point to see the rest of it. There's a ball swung on, a fouled over there as Jessica Clark goes to pick it up down the third baseline, and count remains 1-2.
I made Paul stand for that first game this morning.
Well, Paul needs to stand.
I stand up here.
That is quite all right. There's no one behind us. We've got a good spot here,
Yeah.
right below the bleachers on Iowa Central Field. That ball fouled off as well by Evans. Count remains 1-2 here in the bottom of the first inning. One hit for Wilton, not able to get any further than third base. In fact, a leadoff single for Wilton. As Madlock looks over, gets the signal from the dugout. on what pitch to call. Sets up way outside. Boy, look how far choked up there. That ball looks to be slapped over. Wade's underneath it over there at first and makes the play in foul territory for out number 1. Erica Reif, the shortstop, comes up next for Logan-Magnolia. Reif batting .519, highest batting average in Class 2. He is in on the infield. First pitch low and away, ball 1. The left-hander expecting a bunt or a slap. I'm guessing, haven't seen Erica Reif bat, but I'm guessing she's got some wheels based on the fact that she's got 18 stolen bases on the season. Watches that pitch upstairs, barely snagged by Haley Madlock. Would have been coming right at my face. 2-0 the count right now to Reif. And Madlock goes set up way outside. That pitch tries to take a nibble of the corner and can't get it. And just like that, it's 3-0 to the best hitter in Class 2A. Reif digs in once again. Not too worried about giving up a meatball. Reif goes for, shows bunt, but ball misses upstairs and a 4-pitch walk issued to Erica Reif. And that'll bring up Samantha Yoder, the second baseman. Yoder batting .351. Not a whole lot of home runs hit by this Logan-Magnolia squad. In fact, just other than McKenna Guritz, no one has more than 2. A little pickoff move over there to first base as Kaylee Koss sneaking in behind Reif. Logan-Magnolia looking to play a little small ball here. First pitch called strike, it's 0-1. Yoder with the bat on her shoulder. Goes lay down a bunt. That's a nice bunt, and it sneaks through. Nice pickup there by Charlotte Brown coming across, and they try to throw back after the hard round there by Reif. She's back in safely, and Yoder does her job on the sacrifice bunt, moving Erica Reif to second base.
She came off that first base like she knew what she was doing. She's done that before.
By this stage in the year, by this stage in a lot of their careers, they played literally hundreds of games. I just did a check the other day. I shouldn't have, but I added up all the softball games I've been at this spring. We were approaching 250, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't need to know at work how many softball games I've been to this spring. McKenna Guritz up to the plate right now for Logan-Magnolia as they continue to try to push this runner across. 2 outs, though, right now. Takes the sacrifice out of play. Ball swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Guritz also bats over 400. And swing and a miss. Strike 3 for strikeout of the game for Charlotte Brown. So 1 left on base, no hits, and no errors as we head to the second inning. Back right after this, it's the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Softball Tournament presented by Farm Bureau.
Here in the heartland, at the heart of everything cool, Greater Des Moines is more than its features. It's a feeling. A feeling of discovery and wonder everywhere you turn. Catch what you've been missing. Des Moines, the S's are silent, our city is booming.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy, as we get ready to start the second inning. First pitch is outside to Haley Madlock, the catcher for Wilton. Andy Pollock, Jenny Lichty here on the call on what's actually a very pleasant day at Iowa Central Field. As that ball, a high fly ball over there, and Koss lost it. There's the wind we talked about in the pregame. And Madlock, who was rounding and running hard the whole time, ends up at second, and that is a double, unconventional double there for Haley Madlock to lead off the second inning.
You could see that ball moving over here, so you can imagine what it looks like.
Well, initially, Yoder comes in on it. It looks like she's going to make the play, and the wind that is blowing at, we've said there could be gusts up to 30 miles an hour today. That wind blowing from Rand. She's looking into the sun, the double whammy.
Yeah.
And that is really tough there on an infielder or an outfielder, as we have our first IMT insurance substitution. Be worry-free with IMT, IMTINS.com. And I did not get the number for Wilton that's in to run. They signaled the press box. Of course, I was looking down when it happened. They'll bring up Madeline Wade right now for the Beavers with a runner on second. We'll try to get that runner to you here shortly. Bunt is popped up, and it's going to roll foul. The runner over there for Wilton is Eve Watkins-Schoenig. Wade now, again, looking to move the runner forward after the leadoff double for Haley Madlock. Here's the pitch. Lays off the bunt as Abby Hyatt goes high and away with it. Oh boy, we got a plane coming in really low behind center field.
We had one of those yesterday.
Sneaks in on you here, Fort Dodge International Airport. They count 1-1 right now to Madeline Wade. And that pitch is away as well. Hyatt trying to get her to pop it up. Got to keep it a little bit closer to the zone.
Knowing that she did it that first time, trying to lay down that bunt, you kind of keep going for it, right?
Maybe induce a double play ball here if you get her to pop it up. 2-1 the count right now to Wade. Does the same thing, pops it up again and fouled again down the first baseline. Got it down into the zone, on the upper part of the zone. And we'll continue on. Now you won't see Wade bunting. Wade, the first baseman here for Wilton. Senior, batting batting 320 on the season. That ball fouled away. Love the atmosphere here. You're smelling the grill all afternoon here up at Harlan and Hazel Rogers Softball Complex. The fans, multiple schools all around the outfield. Logan-Magnolia here with their mint green shirts. That ball swung lined into the outfield, and it is dropped in the outfield. I thought she had it. Runner is waved all the way home, and Watkins-Schoenig comes home to score the first run of the day here. Baseman up next. Again, Wade went to second on the throw and scored the run, so Wilton draws first blood in this quarterfinal matchup. Class 2A, the 6th seed, trying to pull, I guess, what would be considered a little bit of an upset.
I would say that Wilton also has the energy in this one.
Bunt laid down again foul. They're really trying to work that first baseline, are the Beavers hitters.
Well, that's a good assessment of where the defense is at. That first baseman isn't charging.
And I'm not sure right now they're in their bunt defense. I'm guessing they're having Abby Hyatt cover that first base line, which makes things difficult on her as the pitcher. You've got a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
That pitch down in the dirt. Runner's going to go as it got under the glove of Katie Troxel. And just like that, Madeline Wade over at third base. So a hit and an error has a run for Wilton, and they're in business right now with no outs in the top of the second. That pitch is low and inside. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Good view here behind. That's the view that we're looking at things from behind home plate. 2-2 the count right now to Kaylee Koss. Swings at that pitch, the swinging bunt, and she's going to be over there safe at first base. Play it home and out. Great swinging tag by Katie Troxel. The throw was short. She did an excellent job of not blocking the plate. You don't want to get the obstruction call there as you watch the replay. The swinging bunt, as Madlock tried to come home, and the swing, or the slide, the hands didn't quite get in there late, and Jody Walenga says she's out, and I think she made the right call. Score that one 3-2. But that is another hit there for Kaylee Koss, the third of the day for Wilton. And she did go to second on the throw. Peyton Ganser is up now for Wilton. Ganser, senior center fielder, batting .368 on the season. Pitch misses upstairs. Count now is 1-1. Katie Cook, the number 9 batter, will be up next. That pitch misses outside as well. And on the delayed steal, didn't even get a throw. Great heads-up base running by Kaylee Koss. Sometimes you just scout it out. You take a couple nibbles, see what they're doing. And that time she decided to head to third, and like I said, didn't even draw the throw on the delayed steal. And again, runner on third base for Wilton. The last one not able to get in to score. 2-1 count. The ball popped up over there on the first base side to Guritz, and actually coming over to make the play and call her off was Samantha Yoder. Probably had a better angle on it and not looking into the sun. Good call there. Good communication on the infield between Samantha Yoder and McKenna Guritz. It goes down as F4 when it's right there at first base.
You know, that is second baseman's territory, though. It's a way better angle than the first baseman trying to backpedal.
Katie Cook, the designated player, steps up next. Katie Hook, batting .420. First pitch a little bit upstairs for ball one. So now 2 outs, and boy, Logan-Magnolia could really dodge a bullet here, as there was a runner on third with nobody out, and now they have a chance to get out of this inning against the number 9 batter, Katie Hook. That pitch missed just downstairs, and it's ball 2. That pitch right at the knees for strike 1. You can see our camera in center field when we cut to it. The wind is just moving it all over the place. Now the 2-1 pitch to Hook. Swung on a foul back off the face mask of Katie Troxel. Big smile on her face as she turns around. She's okay. And here's a big pitch. 1-2 right now to Katie Hook. Wilton trying to add to their lead. Swung on line in the outfield. That's going to score Koss. And that's where that delayed steal really comes back into play. Because that's just moving her to third without the delayed steal.
Well, that left fielder, so even if we took away that delayed steal and had her on second, she fielded that pretty clean. It's still a long throw to home.
But with Taylor Dreyfall coming back up at the top of the order, she grounds that one over to Reif. Reif throws it across the infield. But Wilton adds another run here off 3 hits in the top of the second. We'll be back with the bottom of the second inning right after this on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Softball Tournament.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
It's Fairway Family Food.
Name one reason more people choose to shop at Fairway.
Lower prices.
Name something that Fairway is famous for.
The best meat in town.
Survey says,
don't play games with your food. Shop Fairway, best meat in town.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Until next time, this is Fairway Family Food.
Welcome back here. Oh boy, that looks good on a hot day today. The Kona Ice out there in left field, left center. Right behind all our sponsors here at Harlan and Hazel Rogers Softball Complex. Marky Bertelson, the third baseman. First pitch, swing and a miss there from Charlotte Brown. And that pitch fouled right back at us again. Almost took out the equipment one more time.
Logan-Magnolia beat Lawton Bronson. 6-5. Game that really didn't get close until that last inning, the 0-2.
And that pitch in the dirt on the 0-2. Don't want to give her anything too good to hit.
Nope.
1-2 the count right now to Marky Bertelson. Inside off the hands, you know, Haley Madlock was set up way outside, and then Charlotte Brown came back way inside. Not sure if they meant to do it that way or if that was just to throw the hitter off, but
yeah,
it was effective because that sounded that just barely grazed the handle of the bat of Bertelson. Bottom of the second inning, 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike three. Charlotte Brown with her second strikeout of the afternoon. Katie Troxel, the catcher, comes up next for the Panthers. Troxel bats .350 on the season. She digs in here against Charlotte Brown. First pitch, right down the middle for strike one. Nice job of getting ahead so far by Charlotte Brown. Hasn't allowed many base runners. Just a walk there in the bottom of the first, excuse me. Erica Reif off 4 straight pitches. That pitch goes with a screwball back in on the hands. It almost spins away from Kaylee Koss, who then picks it up and nonchalantly throws it over to Madeline Wade, and that is out number 2. That ball had some weird English on it as it was rolling out to Koss. You see that a lot in softball with balls going off the end of the bats with so many different pitching speeds.
When you add in the field.
Different surface, the crushed red brick.
Dies.
Not too many teams play on a surface like this throughout the course of the year. As the first pitch there to pitcher Abby Hyatt is a called strike. Goes with that screwball again in on the hand. Charlotte Brown picks it up, throws over to first, puts them down 1-2-3. We'll be back with more softball. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I want a drink.
And I want this free. And I want this awesome ATV. I can't get enough of winning free stuff. Casey's just gave me these. 'Cause we won the Casey's sweepstakes. The summer of freedom sweepstakes.
Shop with Casey's Rewards for a chance to win free pizza, gas, and getaways all summer long.
We won the Casey's sweepstakes. The summer of freedom sweepstakes. Logan-Magnolia goes down on 9 pitches. The best way to respond to that would be the other way. Wilton wants to respond.
Kinsey Drake will lead things off here in the top of the third for the Wilton Beavers. Left fielder comes from a very athletic family down there in southeast Iowa. Drake, just a freshman, batting .474 on the season with 5 doubles. She grounded out on a sacrifice on her first at-bat here today. Fouls that one off as well. There is Charlotte Brown. Brown will have another IMT insurance substitution. Be worry-free with IMT. IMTINS.com.
Number 13.
In there coming in is Callie Langley. The first time today. So runners in the corners, and so far in this tournament we've seen that usually means that a pitch later we're going to have runners at second and third. And that is for Haley Madlock, the catcher. She shows bunt. Ball gets away, and run is going to come in and score standing up. Thought about hitting to third there was Langley with a play at the plate, and Wilton adds another run to their total. Langley at second and a runner in scoring position again. Wilton trying to put up a crooked number here in the third. 1-0 the count right now to Madlock. Swings on that one. That may bring another run in. They're going to wave her home. Here comes Langley. Play at the plate. No, cut off. Langley scores. And it's 4-0 Beavers. Nice piece of hitting there by Haley Madlock. 2 singles for Madlock here today. In early running for our Casey's player of the game, as Watkins Schoenig comes in to run for her once again. Another IMT insurance substitution as the Panther infield wants to come together. In fact, they've got the whole team coming together right now to try to get everybody back on the same page. They need an out right now. There is one, but man, Wilton just keeps putting runners out there at second base. And now you've got Madeline Wade, who also had a single her first time up. Wilton's got 6 hits early on in this one. First pitch to Wade. Low and inside, ball 1.
You know, we talked about ERAs at the beginning of this game with Logan-Magnolia holding to 1 or just over 1. But you look at their regional tournament play and they scored runs.
Now pitch fouled off. Now Logan-Magnolia to get into the tournament right now. They beat Comanche 10-0, Van Buren County.
Nope.
Oh, excuse me. Looking at the wrong one. Looking at Loiza Muscatine right next door. Lawton Bronson 12-0, Trainer 6-0, and West Monona 6-5. So it took some runs to win, like you mentioned. 1-1 the count right now here to Wade. Wade fouls that one back. And it hasn't been a barrage of runs from Wilton. They scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 down in the third, trying to put together a big inning, but just constant hits.
Well, that constant pressure was also challenging Logan-Magnolia.
And another delayed steal, and now we got a pickle over there at third base. And out over there at third, that time delayed steal, and quickly throwing it over. Hyatt threw it to Bertelson, Bertelson to Yoder. Back to Bertelson, and she got the tag out there. Just watched, actually with my kids last night, we're all home. We had softball on the phones, and the Sandlot, as that ball lined out in the outfield and caught out there in center field by Amelia Evans. However, more damage done by Wilton here in the top of the third. 2 more off a couple hits and no errors. We'll be back with the bottom of the third right after this at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
designated player Brooke Johnson up for Logan-Magnolia right now, as Charlotte Brown working on a gem so far, and Johnson turns into that one, takes it off the right elbow. Second base runner of the day here for Logan-Magnolia.
I think we're going to get a runner.
Yeah, we will, as Johnson is the designated player. I'm guessing Ole, yep, that's who will come in to run for her. No, it's not. That is Addison Monaco. Another IMT insurance substitution, so each player gets one time to come back in. A lot of people, you know, the softball rules can be a little difficult to with all the flex and the DP and everything, but substitutions I know can be tough to track as well. But basically the gist of it is, and there's a couple nuances to it, but the gist of it is you can come back in once. That's kind of how it is. Once you've come back in, you're not allowed to come back in again. And runner goes in at second off the pitch in the dirt. And you mentioned earlier, you get that first runner on, you put some pressure on the defense. First time that Logan-Magnolia has been able to do that.
Yeah.
Monaco advances to second.
Their first runner, too.
Rife earlier, but she got stranded at second on her. That was with one out, though, when she got on. They show bunt once again here for Hornbeck. And it is a called strike, 1-1 the count. Hornbeck bats .250 on the season with a couple runs batted in. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. So Charlotte Brown, the first time she's really had to work out of we call a little bit of a jam here so far this afternoon. Quarterfinal action from Iowa Central Community College Field. Madlock sets up way outside and ball is fouled off.
She's setting up outside, but she's throwing a little bit more high inside at the hands.
Jody Walenga takes one, knocks her mask off as Haley Madlock turns around, talks with her, makes sure she's okay. Walenga's been doing this a long time. Not the first time she's taken one there. And it's 1-2 count right now to Hornbeck. Goes with a screwball outside in, comes right back with strike 3. Ball looked like it was going to be outside and tailed in very late. Walenga seeing things straight right now after taking the fastball or after taking the foul ball off the face mask. And back to the top of the order with Logan-Magnolia. It's Amelia Evans. Flew out to first base in her first at-bat today. First pitch. Fouled off. Evans, I don't know if you can see her hands right now from the broadcast at home, but huge separation between that bottom hand and the top hand. And you think a lot of times you're thinking almost a right-handed slap trying to put something out into right field, but then the hands come together as she swings. It's an interesting swing. That ball slapped out into right field, right there to the right fielder, Peyton Serrata. And they quickly get it back in and hold the runner Monaco at second base. Erica Rife, who had a 4-pitch walk in her first at-bat today. Going to try to knock in Monaco. Brooke Johnson was the batter, led off the inning, getting hit by a pitch. And now 2 quick outs later, strikeout and a fly out, and here we are. First pitch misses outside from Brown. Again, you see that bunt coverage. Saw it out of Williamsburg earlier today, too, and it's the new thing over the last couple of years. You play the second baseman, covers that first baseline. But what I haven't seen, look how far Wade's playing back over there at first base.
Well, you got to remember that she's trying to slap right in front of that right field gap, right? So you hope when that your first baseman can cover a little bit if she goes to that side.
It's interesting to see then also with the Serrata playing so far deep. Yeah. There's a sizable gap there, and that's exactly where they hit it to. Nice hit there, and coming around to score, Monaco going to score and gets the first run of the day for Logan-Magnolia. That's a nice piece of hitting there by Erica Rife. You're thinking about the slap for the lefty, but she ends up pulling it and knocks it right into that gap. And I'm not sure even that Kaylee Koss, if she's playing at normal depth, would be able to get that. That's just a nice spot to lay a hit. Samantha Yoder, who had a sacrifice bunt in her first at-bat. 2 outs, so right now, going to make it tough to do another sacrifice bunt. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Every once in a while that cloud comes under and you feel about a 10-degree temperature difference. Down here, we're in the shade all day long, but just the heat coming off the field as well. Huge difference in that. 0-1 the count right now to Samantha Yoder. Comes back with a fastball. 1-1 the count. That was a hard pitch there from Charlotte Brown. First hit of the day there for Logan-Magnolia. Scores a run. And that pitch gonna miss just upstairs. You see the speeds changing a lot here for Charlotte Brown. Been a lot of that screwball trying to go in on the hands. As the wind picks up one more time, goes back to it. And that evens up the count at 2 apiece. Likes that outside in movement to the right-handed batter a lot. See what she goes to on the 2-2. Back to it. Pop fly back here to Madlock right in front of us and gets her spun around. Madlock, I think, just got spun the wrong direction right away. The ball was hit to the left and she immediately went to the right and had to do a full 180 to get back around. Yoder dodges a bullet there. Back in the box is Yoder with a 2-2. Madlock goes way outside. There it is, swing and a miss. Gets out of it, giving up just 1 run off 1 hit, 1 left on base. We head to the top of the 4th. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. The well-being of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in grades 9 through 12 who participate in a sanctioned sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Kaylee Koss, who's 1 for 1, scored a run today. Second baseman here for the Wilton Beavers steps up to the plate. 6 hits for Wilton through 3 innings. That pitch lined right back up the middle. Flashing the glove there as Hyatt throws over for 1 pitch, 1 out. You mentioned the pace of this game. At-bats like that certainly keep this game clicking right along.
Well, and Wilton's jumping right on those first pitches, too, that if they're there, they're hitting them. So they're kind of making it easy on Hyatt.
Ganser steps up next. She flew out right down the first baseline in her first at-bat today. And that pitch got away from Hyatt. It's interesting as you follow along with these teams throughout the course of the week and how each team prepares. Some teams make the trips back and forth. Some teams find a hotel close by. Pitch fouled off. Of course, you know you're up here for at least 2 days, the way the state tournament is set up, because there is a consolation game on day 2, so you know you can at least plan to be up here and not just come up for 1 day at a time. Makes it a little bit easier on families to plan, as we found that out last year. Nice piece of hitting there by Ganser right back up the middle. It's one of those things you just don't know when you come up if you're going to be around for a long time or not. Watch that for our hometown team a year ago, and eventually you go on a little run, and before you know it, you're playing on Friday night in the state championship game. So a lot of fun, but also a lot of trips back and forth between the north side of Ankeny and Fort Dodge.
Yes.
And Wilton, for sure, a lot further to travel than I did last year from the north side of Ankeny. 7th hit of the day there. Ganser knocks it a single.
I should have jumped on the bus with them.
From Wilton?
Pick me up in Iowa City, yeah.
I'm sure it's entertaining. Got a high schooler of my own at home. They have some, it's interesting to hang out with her and her softball friends. The one word I would describe them as is fearless. Some of the things that they say are quite interesting. They call it like it is. That's probably the best way to say it. They will. They don't beat around the bush. That ball's fouled back there by Hook. Hook, the designated player. We did have a new runner come in at first base. I didn't get a number on that. And my old eyes can't see the front numbers very well. I need to wait to get them turned around. One and one the count right now to Hook. Pitches upstairs and away. Ball 2.
In your defense, there is no front number.
Okay, well then that makes it okay. I'm seeing that stripe down there.
Yep.
I keep thinking is a 1. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. See, I was told you wouldn't have my back, so that's good to know. That's called strike. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. My first time working with Jenny Lichty today, former coach of one of my favorite high schools, foul Esterville Lincoln Central. That pitch swung on, pop fly into center field, and let's see, got blocked out of the way there by the umpire. I didn't see, was it coming in from center? Okay, yep. Amelia Evans made the play. There's 3 ladies converging in the same spot, and I couldn't see who came out of there with it. So fly out to center field there for Katie Hook, and back to the top of the order. Taylor Dreyfall. Dreyfall led off the game with the very first pitch, lined out into left field for a hit. And runner goes, and safe in there at second base is the runner, who I still don't know exactly who it is.
I think it's 10.
It's 10, okay. If it's 10, then it's Watkins Schoenig, but I think she's already been in to run.
She was running for Madlock.
She was running for Madlock, so I don't think she can come in to run there. I want to make sure for grandmothers watching that I can say her name. Pitch swung on and missed. It's not 20, is it?
I can't see.
I'm going to be guessing. If it's 20, it's Lily Kraft. Swing and a miss. Chance to throw her to first. She does. Guritz makes a play, and it's time to head to the bottom of the 4th. 4-1. Beavers in the lead.
19.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Here in the heartland, at the heart of everything cool, Greater Des Moines is more than its features. It's a feeling. A feeling of discovery and wonder everywhere you turn. Catch what you've been missing. Des Moines, the S's are silent, our city is booming.
I always forget about that. Back in action here as we talk about the different colors, different mascots here that Jenny Lichty is taught at and coached for. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. McKenna Guritz up to the plate right now for Logan-Magnolia.
I will say the weirdest mascot probably goes to the Fighting Pretzels at some school in
Freeport,
Illinois.
That's Freeport. Oh, yeah, the Freeport Pretzels. Kind of a mascot junkie. Oh, boy, a long fly ball into left field. Camping out underneath it is Drake, and she makes the play after Guritz put a charge into that one. Marky Bertelson now will come up. She's one of the 4 strikeouts that Charlotte Brown has had today. Charlotte Brown was not I'm not sure that she wasn't expecting to be the pitcher this year, but came in, and after a couple injuries, she's been called upon to pitch and done a great job. I don't know how you can argue with the results that you've had here from Charlotte Brown.
Well, just the variety of pitches, but you know, you talked about that screwball earlier. That screwball is solid, or at least it's solid today.
She's coached by Cam Meyer, one of the assistants who also pitches for Nebraska Omaha. So that's always nice to have that that input from someone who's played at a higher level. 1-1 right now, the count to Bertelsen. Swung on over there. Oh, the backhanded stop over there by Dreyfall. Throws it across and can't quite make the play. What a stop, though, by Taylor Dreyfall.
And on her backhand. I always feel like that's a challenge in itself.
It will be ruled an infield hit. I concur. And that will bring up Katie Troxel. The catcher grounded out to Kaylee Koss, at second base in her first at-bat today. And now again, an early inning base runner for Logan-Magnolia. See if they can mount a little bit of a comeback here. Bertelsen at first. Solid contact there by Bertelsen. Troxel steps out. She's going to try to lay down a sacrifice bunt. Love the location there from Charlotte Brown, trying to get her to pop it up. They're going to try to go for one at a time right now. It's Troxel. Looks over the infield once again, thinking about bunt placement if she goes with it. Watches that pitch. Not too many of those pitches from Charlotte Brown have come right down the middle.
Nope.
And that's exactly where that one came. In fact, I think it was so much unexpected that it caught Troxel off guard. Now quickly 0-2. Madlaw goes way outside. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. And that is strikeout number 5 on the day for Charlotte Brown. Charlotte Brown, one of 4 different pitchers who have thrown this year for Wilton. She's definitely done the bulk of the work. 31 appearances in 32 games. First pitch to Abby Hyatt, pitcher versus pitcher matchup, low and inside for ball 1.
You look at the schedules that these guys have played. To me, it seems like few games.
Sure, I mean, 32 games by the time you add it all up, right?
Oh, yeah, but gosh, we were playing 5 games, conference games, and then 3 games on the weekend.
You don't see as many. Yeah, you don't see as many tournament games anymore. I guess you'll have a couple during the course of the year. I felt like many years ago you were spending every weekend at a tournament, but now with club ball too, and some players trying to balance both, I feel like some coaches have done a really nice job of leaving weekends open so that they can play with their clubs on the weekend, play their school teams, because really in Iowa high school softball with the summer season, there is a balance there to be struck between the players that still want that club experience.
Yeah.
As you see, Bertelsen heads to second base. 1-2, swung on, popped out of play. Hyatt trying to hang tough here, but it's such a challenge right now with the club scene as big as it is, and trying to get some of your players or more of your players out for high school ball. And the best programs have figured out how to do both. And if it means maybe not playing quite as many games during the course of the summer season, that's what some schools are doing. 1-2 the count right now to Hyatt. Swung on, popped out of play once again.
All the batters we've seen here at the state tournament, I feel like, have done a really good job battling with those 2 strikes. We've seen a lot of foul balls, especially on this diamond, I feel like.
More here than over at here. More here on the hot, windy diamond.
Yeah.
1-2 again here to Hyatt. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3, kind of a defensive swing. Sets Hyatt down for strikeout number 6 for Charlotte Brown. And we'll be back with the top of the 5th. This game's humming right along. Be back right after this.
We are We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs. With tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. So we head to the top of the fifth right now. First batter up here is Kinsey Drake. She had a triple in her last at-bat. Ended up scoring the third run of the day for Wilton. That pitch swung on almost to the exact same spot as it gets into the wind, and nice play. Graylin Hornbeck had to adjust to it into that jet stream that's blowing out to right center. Peyton Serrata steps up now. She's 0 for 2 on the day. And Serrata had only struck out 7 times all year coming into the state tournament. She struck out twice today. Batting .473, so if the averages hold, I'm not sure I would want to be a pitcher right now throwing to Peyton Serrata. Abby Hyatt up to the challenge. First one fouled off into left field. Oh, couldn't quite get to it. Andy Pollock, Jenny Lichty here at Iowa Central Community College Field at Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex. Wilton in the top of the fifth trying to add to their 4-1 lead. Abby Hyatt and the Logan-Magnolia Panthers trying to prevent it. Here's the pitch, goes upstairs. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. Randy Nielsen directing things today. Jose Guzman. No, it's not Jose Guzman on the camera anymore as I look up there at Justin. That pitch in the dirt, but swung on. And it makes the count 1-2. Nobody on right now with a 1-2 count and out in the top of the fifth. Pitch is outside, and boy, strike zone extended out there a little bit. And just like that, Serrata strikes out for the third time today, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Charlotte Brown. There's a ball lined out into right field, and that's going to be a hit out there for Charlotte Brown. She rounds first, heading to second. They're going to wave her to third. She keeps coming in as they miss the cut. Brown in safe at third with a triple. And now you're looking at Haley Madlock stepping up, and I'm not sure with my notes. Haley Madlock, I know she got 1 hit in her first at-bat, though. I'm not sure I have what she did in her first at-bat today.
That was that fly that went short center.
Oh, okay, gotcha, all right.
Langley came back in to courtesy run for Brown.
Okay, another IMT insurance substitution. Be worry-free with IMT, and now Haley Madlock, who's swinging a mean stick right now. First pitch, a big cut, almost swings out of her shoes. Those New Balances almost got left down there on the crushed red brick. And it's 0-1 to Madlock. Madlock fouls that one off. Junior catchers batting .337, 5 home runs on the season. 0-2 the count. And she goes after one in the dirt. And drop third strike. She's going to end up with an out over there at first base. Boy, Abby Hyatt's starting to heat up. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts, I believe, right now. Somewhere around there. We'll just get the official numbers and be back right after this. So the bottom of the fifth, Logan-Magnolia going to try to get back into this one right after this at the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Softball Tournament.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
It's Fairway Family Food.
Name one reason more people choose to shop at Fairway.
Lower prices.
Name something that Fairway is famous for.
The best meat in town.
Survey says!
Don't play games with your food. Shop Fairway for the best meat in town.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Until next time, this is Fairway Family Food.
And we're back here on a sun-drenched Tuesday afternoon in Fort Dodge. Temperature 95 degrees right now, but to say we've got a little breeze out of the southwest would be an understatement. We've got a huge breeze out of the southwest, blowing strong out to right center all day long. From the moment we got here, had a brief rain shower this morning. Keep that dust down, and Brooke Johnson, designated player, steps up. First pitch, a fastball from Charlotte Brown for strike one. Each pitcher has 5 strikeouts on the day. Logan-Magnolia, again, trying to get back into this one. One pitch at a time as that pitch swung on as well. Logan-Magnolia, the lone undefeated team in the tournament, 28-0. Finished 16-0 in their conference, the Western Iowa Conference. Rick McHugh in his 15th season, 15th year of coaching, 3 here at Logan-Magnolia. He's 53-12 at Loma. His assistants are Blair Kuhlman and Megan Dunn. That pitch, a nice job coming in there by Madeline Wade. Got a good jump on the ball and gets out number one, coming charging in from first. Graylin Hornbeck, number 9 batter here, steps up. Actually, no, different hitter right now. Going to have number 8. That is Madeline McGuire. IMT Insurance Substitutions. Today's game, all the substitutions are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. First pitch, inside corner for a strike from Charlotte Brown. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Wilton jumped all over Logan-Magnolia early today. And the pitching of Charlotte Brown and the defense behind her has been the story here through 4 1/3. And quickly, it's 0-2. Little screwball again, working away from the hitter now with a left-handed batter. Eight hits for Wilton. A lot of them came early on today. As Abby Hyatt has heated up lately in the circle. Charlotte Brown, though, trying to get the second out here, misses that one upstairs. And it's 1-2. You know, we got people watching from all over the place. Want to say hi to the guys back watching in North Ankeny today. Here's a pitch. Screwball again, misses a little bit low. Some of your best pitchers that we've seen over the years at the state tournament are so good in that screwball, so much more effective against a right-handed batter, but they just control it so well in on the hands. You see the college coaches just drooling over it. That pitch swung on a little bit late as McGuire fights her off. Count remains 2-2. As they look over, waiting again here from the signal as that wind continues to pick up. Screwball again hacked out there into left field, and the diving attempt goes off the face of Kinsey Drake out in left field off the ground. And a great at-bat there by McGuire. McGuire, just the freshman, steps up and goes 8 pitches deep into the at-bat and then gets a hit.
I think fouling those couple off right before it helped her adjust and get a read on it enough to drop it down there.
And a courtesy runner, Kira Hochstein, as she steps in now. Another substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. A lot to enter into the notes right now. So we had a pinch hitter followed by a pinch runner. One out here in the bottom of the 5th, Logan-Magnolia trying to mount a comeback. Hochstein it is in to run right now off the nice hit there by Madeline McGuire. Back to the top of the order with Amelia Evans. 0 for 2 today. Couple flyouts. That unconventional grip that she's got. Gets around on that one over there to Clark. And in there safe. They try to pick off the lead runner. Clark to Koss just a little bit late, and she's in there safely. And now with runners on first and second. Again, Logan-Magnolia trying to mount the comeback here. Little conversation there. Coach Denkman wants to come out and have a conversation with how they're going to handle these hitters right now, because now you're looking at that meat of the order of the 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up next with runners on second and third. Hochstein is on second. And Evans on first, and now Erica Reif 1 for 1 with a walk today. Reif batting .519. Good batter to have up in this situation if you're a Panther fan. Lays down the bunt, perfectly placed over there. They pick it up, throw it up first, and she's safe with an infield hit. Bases loaded for Samantha Yoder. Runners move on. Hochstein to third, Evans to second, and Reif safe at first. And now the go-ahead run comes to the plate in the form of Samantha Yoder.
You notice Wilton's defense on that. We saw them play up a little bit earlier. They pushed back, so I don't think they were anticipating it.
First pitch in the dirt. Good stop back there by Madlock. Yoder with bases full of Panthers. That pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Yoder has 1 home run on the year. Second on their team and runs batted in with 22. The number 3 batter in this lineup for the Panthers with a lot of purple and gold on the base pass. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. As Brown just kind of toys with her, keeping that ball just out of reach, low and away. 1-2 the count right now to Yoder. Guritz waiting on deck. She goes upstairs, evens up the count at 2 apiece. Logan-Magnolia is starting to string some hits together. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, lined out into left center field, and that is going to drop right in front of the fence. First run comes around to score. Second run comes around to score. And just like that, we've got a 4-3 game with a go-ahead run on second base for Logan-Magnolia. Great hit there by Samantha Yoder.
You saw that runner on two almost run off.
Yes, she read it there at second. So as Evans was there on second, she saw that no one was catching that ball, and it just carried all the way up off the bottom of the fence in left center. And now McKenna Gurrit steps up to the plate. 4-3. First pitch outside corner for a strike. So the Panther bats have come alive here in the bottom of the fifth. 0-1 the count right now to Gurrit. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Reif at third, Yoder at second, swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. One out here as well. Maybe a bunt comes into play after this. Swung on, fouled over there. Boy, it took a huge hop right in front of Erica Reif. And it's 0-2 still to Gurritz. It's been a big bottom of the fifth inning here for Loma. Screwball lined out into left field again, and it drops in front of Drake. Drake comes up gunning right away, but the tying run comes in to score. And now runners in the corners as we move on to Marky Bertelson. 4 hits right now in this bottom of the fifth inning and another conference, so I believe that will do it here for Charlotte Brown. I believe, we'll see here. That is the second mound visit, isn't it? Correct, with this inning? We'll see here as they come out and have a little chat. And still waiting to find out who will come in. No, was one of them not a charged mound visit? I'm not sure how all that works out because Charlotte Brown going to stay in there to pitch. All right, we move on. Maybe I missed, maybe that was in a different inning. I thought that was this inning.
Yeah.
And now up to bat right now is Bartleson. And that first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. 4 hits for Logan-Magnolia to tie this thing up. And oh yeah, still sitting over there at third is Samantha Yoder. Logan-Magnolia with 3 runs in this inning and try to add to it. Comes back to that screwball. And Gurritz heads to second base.
I think she's got a pinch runner out there.
Gurritz does?
Yeah. Number 5.
That would be Kaylee Collins. Pitch right back at you. And it's still 0-2. Logan-Magnolia working on a huge inning right now here in the bottom of the fifth. 0-2 the count right now to Bertelson. Swung on and just fouled off the glove of Madlock.
You definitely see that change from Wilton starting with all the enthusiasm and slowly shifting over to the Panther dugout.
You are allowed 2 visits before you change. I thought, okay, I didn't know if that was in a different inning or not, but it's good to know right now. Don't often see more than one, but these hits have just been strung together. Had to get a couple different visits out there to get everybody on the right page. And now it's 1-2 to Bertelsen. Swings at the rise ball and strikes her out, and that's a huge out for Wilton. Now with 2, that calms the nerves a little bit. Katie Troxel, who's 0 for 2 on the day, steps up now. Again, that go-ahead run is Samantha Yoder over at third. At second is Callie Collins. First pitch low and away. Madlock goes outside. Here's the pitch as the bag blows right behind, or whatever that is, blowing right behind the circle. As our first base umpire goes to pick it up there, Steve Ebert. A 1-1 the count right now to Troxel. Swing and a miss. So this game that was cooking along, Logan-Magnolia wanted to slow it down a little bit, and they've done it by scoring 3 here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-2 the count right now from Charlotte Brown to Troxel, and gets her on the strikeout. And that's a big strikeout for Wilton and Charlotte Brown. We head to the top of the 6th. Brand new ball game here in Fort Dodge.
I want a drink, and I want this, and I want this awesome ATV. I can't get enough of winning free stuff. Casey's just gave me these, 'cause we won the Casey's sweepstakes, the summer of freedom sweepstakes.
Shop with Casey's Rewards for a chance to win free pizza, gas, and getaways all summer long.
We won the Casey's sweepstakes, the summer of freedom sweepstakes.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
There you see that last inning added a lot to the total there for the home team, Logan-Magnolia. The bottom of the 5th, big one for them. 3 runs, no errors. 4 hits, and all strung together for Wilton.
That's what they needed.
And Wilton comes back up right now with Madeline Wade. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Kaylee Koss and Peyton Ganser, each with a hit as well, are due up this inning. So Wilton bats were alive to start the game, but been relatively quiet lately. Other than a Charlotte Brown triple, they haven't had many hits in the last couple innings. And that first pitch is low for ball 1. Wind continues to blow, but sky's overcast, and that's welcome for everybody here in attendance today in Fort Dodge. That pitch swung, that's a shot to left field all the way back and off the bottom of the fence, and tripping, rounding first base was Wade, and she's in there safely. A lot closer play than it needed to be, as Wade nearly wiped out rounding first. As it is, she leads off the 6th with a double. Thought that ball was gone for a second. In fact, if that's the right center field, that is gone, because that gets up in that wind and that carries forever. And we've got another IMT insurance substitution. And I, again, did not get the number. They do it so quickly. There you can see her out there with no front number on the jersey. Be worry-free with IMT. Up to bat next is Kaylee Koss. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Is Wilton now trying to string together a few hits. Koss lays down the bunt. It's a nice one there to Hyatt. Does the job, though, as it sacrifices the runner around. And now the go-ahead run for Wilton is standing over at third base in the form of Madeline Wade. Well, excuse me, it's not Madeline Wade. It's our, might get it on the camera here at some point. Peyton Ganser now, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Fly ball to the outfield or anything on the ground to the right puts Wilton back in the lead. And strike called on the outside corner. As our runner over there at third base is Cadence Bourne. That ball goes right through. Bourne's going to score and give Wilton the lead back. Ganser now 2 for 3 on the day. And to the number 9 batter, Katie Hook, who's 1 for 2. So Wilton has done damage through the entire order today. Hook swings on that one and puts it right through. Another hit. That's going to roll actually all the way back and get through to Ole, and the runners advance and back to the top of the order for Wilton. 11 hits now on the day for the Wilton Beavers.
You talk about the whole lineup producing hits on that. That's got to be some confidence from as a coach, knowing that no matter where you're at in the lineup.
And now back to the top of the order with 2 hits coming. Well, the bottom of the order, the 8 and 9 batters, are 4 for 6 on the day for Wilton. In fact, that bottom 4 on the order is right at 500 for the day. That pitch swung, goes over there to second baseman. No tag there. Safe at first, and another run's going to come around to score. Samantha Yoder tried to put the tag on Katie Hook running to second base. Didn't get it. The home plate or the first base umpire, Steve Ebert, right on top of it. And then she tried to quick throw over and get the play at first. Not able to do it, so the throwing error scores a run and advances the runners. And just like that, Wilton has taken a 2-run lead. First pitch to Kinsey Drake. Outside for ball 1. No hitter error was ruled on that, but I'm pretty sure that's got to go down as E4, unless they call it a fielder's choice, which I suppose could, since she went.
But she's still, they would have advanced on the error.
On the error,
right?
yes. So I haven't seen anything go on the scoreboard yet. Drake goes to lay down a bunt, and it's fouled back. So runners on second and third right now for Wilton. Hook at third, Dreyfall at second. And Kinsey Drake on the 1-2. Takes a big step almost across the plate and drags a bunch of dirt onto it. And Jody Walenga decides it's time to clean things off. Boy, to see how meticulous they take care of this field before the game. They were scrubbing that plate and then spray painted it down. Drake swings on that one, and it fouls off her. Hit her in the box. So Logan-Magnolia ties it up in the bottom of the 5th, and Wilton comes back with a vengeance. Pitch, swing and a miss. Tipped off, but it is strike 3. Peyton Serrata comes up next. Peyton Serrata, if the averages hold, is due for a big hit for Wilton. With runners on second and third and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Serrata digs in, first pitch, swing and a miss. Over the outside corner. Serrata digs in once again, awaiting the pitch from Hyatt. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. Boy, some nice movement there from Hyatt. Serrata had to guess where that one was coming, and quickly it's 0-2, and she's got to protect that outside corner. 0-2 here from Hyatt. Outside, she checks her swing, says Randy Morris over there at third. Just barely held back. Serrata on the 1-2 with runners at second and third. Swing and a miss, strike three. About a couple runs off 3 hits, 2 left on base, and we head to the bottom of the 6th with Wilton back in the lead.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
And we're back after Logan-Magnolia scored 3 runs to tie things up at the bottom of the 5th. Wilton adds a couple more to their total in the top of the 6th, and it's 6-4. Wilton, actually both teams together, have combined for 17 hits on the day. And Abby Hyatt, the pitcher, going to try to help her own cause here for the Panthers. First pitch on the outside corner there from Charlotte Brown for a strike. She's given up 6 hits today. However, 4 of them were strung together, and that's how Logan-Magnolia was able to get their 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Comes back with another rise ball, and that's strike 2. Hyatt 0 for 2 on the day. Brooke Johnson and Graylin Hornbeck also due up this inning. Now Madlock moves all the way outside once again. And the pitch hits that spot, swing and a miss, strikeout. 3 in a row right now for Charlotte Brown. Nine strikeouts on the day for Charlotte Brown, who I mentioned early on. Not even sure they were expecting her to be the starting pitcher for Wilton when the year started, but had an injury, and she stepped in, and all she's done is gone 24-6. First pitch there to Brooke Johnson is outside for ball 1.
You say all she's done.
Yeah.
No big deal.
0-1 the count right now to Brooke Johnson. Fastball down Broadway for strike 2. Excuse me, it's 1-1 now. First pitch was outside. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch fouled off, out of play, out of the complex, actually. One and 2 the count right now to Johnson. Like I said, 0 for 1 on the day. She got hit by a pitch in her first at-bat. Monaco pinch ran for her, came around and scored a run. That ball again fouled off. As Jody Walenga goes over to add to her collection of balls. Several getting fouled out all at one time. 1 and 2 the count here to Johnson. And boy, that looked like it was coming outside and came right in on the hands again. That screwball from Charlotte Brown. 4 strikeouts in a row, and that makes double digits here this afternoon for Charlotte Brown in the strikeout column. And it looks like McGuire now. No, it is Hornbeck. Steps up. First pitch outside corner for strike 1. the count right now to Hornbeck. Again, that had more of a drop action on it. She changes her speed so well without changing her delivery motion. Nothing tipping her pitches at all. And it's 0-2. Pitch in the dirt. Not going to give Hornbeck anything to hit.
No.
Logan-Magnolia will get back to the top of their order at least at some point this game, whether it's here in the bottom of the 6th or the top of the 7th. We do play 7 innings in high school softball. We do in college softball as well, for that matter. That pitch, swing and a miss, and Charlotte Brown strikes out the side. Wilton going to try to add their lead as we head to the top of the 7th.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present the state softball tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more and be more, and it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on an outstanding softball season. And remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
There you see my buddy Luke Thompson up there in the crowd for Wilton. The best darn national anthem singer in Eastern Iowa right there, folks. Applington Parkersburg alum. I didn't even pick him out. The camera found him. How about that? LT stands out wherever he's at. First pitch there to Charlotte Brown is swung on, strike one. That pitch lined out, and that is right there in the gap. Great effort out there by Samantha Yoder, but a leadoff single for Charlotte Brown here in the top of the 7th. She'll probably get Langley in to run for her.
Yep.
And it is Callie Langley, the sophomore. An IMT insurance substitution. Been a lot of them today. A lot of players in for both teams. Good to get a lot of these young ladies' experience up at Fort Dodge. Let them get cut up a little bit, sliding on this crush brick. That pitch fouled away. My daughter plays for Ankeny Centennial, and they're in the same conference as Fort Dodge, who plays their home games right here. And now everything just cuts a little bit different when you slide on this crushed brick up here at Harlan and Hazel Rogers softball complex. This is Haley Madlock up to the plate. Watches that pitch low, and then falling down there at second was Langley. She's in a pickle, and she's actually going to get back there safe on the obstruction call. She was out, but they called her safe on the obstruction. Right there on top of it was Steve Ebert. He had the hand out right away for the obstruction call, and that's actually where you see it happen the most, is in these pickles, as you see on the replay. Guritz, he said she was in the way. He called it early on, so gave her the spot back to first. No harm done there for Langley at first. And the count's 1-1. That ball popped up, and that's going to get out of play. That would have been an easy out right there for Logan-Magnolia, as there's a huge divot.
Yeah.
Cleared up by the assistant coach down there at first base. And now it's 1-2 to Madlock. She goes after one in the dirt. She runs down to first. They don't need to throw it there, as first base was occupied. They quickly try to throw back to Langley at second, who takes a step off. Langley, though, on second. Doesn't matter there for Madlock, as first base was occupied. I've got 7 strikeouts for Hyatt on the day. Picked those out of all my chicken scratches. First pitch to Madeline Wade is upstairs for ball 1. Stick around after the game to find out who our Casey's player of the game is. We're going to have to look into the offensive side of things today. Boy, there's been a lot of hits in this one.
Yeah.
Although with 11 strikeouts for Charlotte Brown, it'd be tough to write her out of the equation too quickly.
Well, knowing she had a couple.
Yeah, she's 2 for 4.
Yeah.
Hitting as well. That ball in the dirt. Runner goes. Langley is going to be out over there. No, the ball popped out at the end. Langley slid in. She was out by a long ways, and Bertelsen couldn't quite hang on to it. It pops out, and Langley there now at third base, ready to score another run for Wilton. It's been an adventure there for Langley on the base paths. As Wade steps back up and the count's 2-1. Wade went to lay down the bunt here with an out. Thought better of it. And now the count's 3-1. Now you may be thinking that you need a ball right down the middle and good situation to direct that ball wherever you want.
Ideally, she wants to go to the right side to get that runner in.
And she puts it right on the plate. It's called foul. The ball was sitting on the plate. I'm not sure if it hit her in the box or not, but right there to get on it was Troxel. And that loads up the count. The first 4.5 innings of this game went really, really quick, and now the last 2.5 have taken a long time. We'll be off schedule here for our 3:30 game this afternoon, which is fine. Pitch swung on, popped up. That's a tough spot out in right field, and what a catch out there. Graylin Hornbeck dives for it, makes the play, and over there at third, Langley was not able to tag up because she thought it was going to drop, was heading home anyway, and she just had to retreat back to third. What a play by Graylin Hornbeck. You see it there, that's a slide, full extension catch. She gets it in a hurry. She might have been able to make the play anyway. It was so shallow.
But you also see Coach down in their corner saying, why weren't you tagging?
And that'll bring up Kaylee Koss, the second baseman. First pitch, big swing. That pitch fouled off, out of play once again. Got some flies bugging us here this afternoon. Constant motion. We have just enough breeze to keep us a little cooler, but not enough to keep the bugs. To Kaylee Koss. That pitch inside. One and two pitch coming for Kaylee Koss. And she checked her swing. No appeal down to first. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Hyatt almost induced a swing. Very close. And now with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nice defensive swing there by Koss, staying alive. And here it is again with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Ooh, that ball gets away. Run's going to come home. And it got a great friendly bounce and safe at home base. Great effort. Katie Troxel got the friendly bounce. She dives back in and tries to get on top of Langley, whose adventurous path around the bases ends with her safely at home on why wouldn't it be any crazier?
Right.
But what happened is as Troxel dove, her initial dive on the plate ended up being right on the plate, and then Langley was able to just get in front, right in front of us here. You saw the replay. She got a very friendly bounce, and another run comes in, and that's an insurance run right there as Koss, after that, draws the walk. And now Peyton Ganser steps up. She's 2 for 3 on the day. They try to throw back down to first, not in time. Ganser with a big swing. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. One and one the count. Swung on, and nice play over there by Bertelson. Throws it across. Nice scoop over there by Guritz at first. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Wilton 3 outs away from pulling what might be considered a little bit of an upset. Back with the final 3 right after this on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. Of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in grades 9 through 12 who participate in a sanctioned sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Chance of Let's Go Beavers echoing around the north side of Fort Dodge, but Logan-Magnolia and the Panthers, and they're going to start off with a fly ball out there to right field. Peyton Serrata under it for out number 1. That was Amelia Evans. Erica Reif, who's 2 for 2, coming up next. Beavers now 2 outs away from pulling the 6-3 upset.
Someone turned up the volume over here. The crowd's getting into it.
Yeah, everybody a little bit more excited right now. We've got a lot of Beavers fans on top of us as well. And then they're down that first base side. First pitch upstairs to the lefty Reif. And that pitch to Reif is a strike. Here's the 1-1. Screwball misses low and away. Didn't miss by much.
Well, she's standing so far back in that box, too, like out.
Yeah, with that late break on the ball, it's tough to pick one out that low. Watch from our wind-blown center field camera here. Here's the pitch. Fouled right back at me. As the clouds continue to build up here, I don't think there's a threat of rain. We had a little bit this morning, but more and more building up, especially as we look to the north. And now the count is 2-2 to Erica Reif. Swung on over there to the shortstop. That is Dreyfel. Throws over to Wade for out number 2.
Nice and easy.
And now Samantha Yoder, the senior second baseman here for Logan-Magnolia. Trailing by 3 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Yoder steps in. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a double. As she awaits the pitch from Charlotte Brown. Up and away for ball 1. That pitch up and in. McKenna Guritz waiting in the wings. And it's 2-0 right now to Yoder. And that's in the dirt. I've become a magnet for these softballs here lately in the Allen.
They warned me about that when I did my first game, and you know what? The first one caught me.
3-0 the count right now to Yoder. And that's a strike. Boy, if Yoder can get on, that makes things pretty interesting here. 3-1 the count to her. as Madlock goes way outside. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And that is a really tough location as far away as she threw that. And now it's a full count. Full count pitch from Brown. Swung on, lined out into left field, and that is going to get caught out there in left field by Kinsey Drake. And Wilton pulls the 6-3 upset here in the quarterfinal round of the 2A state tournament. Logan-Magnolia ends the season at 28-1. Their first loss of the year comes here in the quarterfinals. An impressive run there for the Panthers. But it's Wilton moving on at 27-6. They will play tomorrow against, waiting on a final, North Union. Wins their game 4-3. Paul Yeager with the information coming over from the other field as he bounces all around. But it's Wilton today. They scored 1 run in the first, couple in the second. Logan-Magnolia tied it back up in the 5th, and then 2 runs for Wilton in the 6th and another insurance run in the 7th. And that is why the Beavers won the final 7-4. Fans, Casey's General Store is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for new Casey's Rewards, a rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's Cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. And as we look around today, Charlotte Brown for Wilton improves her record at 25-6 on the year. She had 11 strikeouts on the day pitching. And also went 2 for 4 at the plate. So really tough to not give that award today to Charlotte Brown. 2 for 2 and giving it to pitchers so far here today on Iowa Central Field. And Jenny Lichty, a couple closing thoughts. I really thought Wilton, coming in as somewhat of the underdog. You mentioned the confidence that they really came into this game playing with today.
The confidence and enthusiasm, and they held it for a majority of the game. You saw a little bit of a down there when Logan-Magnolia tied it up, but it came right back.
So that'll do it here for our call here with the 2A quarterfinals. Looks like Iowa City Regina. And I'm not even sure coming in next because Van Meter. All right, my turn to go grab some lunch, and I'll be back for the 5 o'clock game here later today. So that's it, the final. Wilton moves on. Winners today over Logan-Magnolia, 7-4. This has been the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Softball Tournament presented by Farm Bureau.